our stream just in a moment. For now, I am checking that everything is functioning as intended. So we have the stream on, and there we go. It still seems to be waiting for me. We will see how this works out. To the stream. Start as soon as all is set to work. And there we go. And I will see now myself if I will get this message. Hello Reto, hyvää päivää. No, minä näenkin sut tässä. Mä tässä kattelen itseäni täältä järvestä. Mä totesin, että as you can see, I am trying to check out whether I am the lost queen of the north or a slave. I have a lot to do. And I'm thirsty, and I figured that I'm seeing some kind of a shade of a shape in the water. Maybe that is the queen, or maybe it is the slave. Yep, I heard so. Paljon lunta Suomessa. There's a lot of snow in Finland. I'm going to take my hat off and see. Ah, there is some wrinkle features there. Huh? If we take a look closer, she looks pretty nice. The only problem is that she has so much to do that she doesn't really feel like a queen. She feels more like a slave, doesn't she? And she forgot to drink. Perfect. Oh well, I have some of the berry pulp. There we go. It's funny to see you there, Reto. I'm happy you came to watch. Well, basically I started to make some more steel, and apparently they've run out of coal or something, or maybe iron, and made some few steel, so I'm going to take that to be processed further to have my steel reinforcements. This one is out of steel fire, I think, instead of iron. Same here. So I will have to move the iron into the ones that still have steel fire to work on. It's very hungry for those materials, that process. I've been collecting a lot. I did yesterday a stream about that, and you know, just harvesting stuff around, and I did more for a friend earlier today, and now I got a few minutes free time. Yes, that's cool. It's nice that you do the moderation. I don't even have one, and I don't think that I will need that much moderation, because I don't really have that many people to watch me. This is just some fun bit for myself to do this. I talk by myself anyways while I'm playing, so so why not to stream then? Yes, I made already a few sets of that, and as you can see, I have quite a bit more steel now from that set. So he's going to have to work hard to make some more of that. I made somewhere around 2000 steel reinforcement yesterday, and I still have more to do. So I haven't calculated how much I need, but I know that it won't be done by the first set. The place is such huge that all the edges that I have to go on to put something on, it won't work out just like that. You think that I'm going to get a lot of subs? Yeah, that is possible. If I keep doing that, I might need one, but um for now it's fine because I don't say that I will get that many people around yet. But if you are free for that sometime, okay. You already do for a lot for others, so I'm not going to reserve you for further about that, at least not now. Let's see. What was I going to do next? I think that yeah, I will have to take the few spices that I have into the kitchen, and after that I will go to kill a couple of the mobs outside to get some of the leather. Ah! Oh, that's cool, Reto. I will stuff those in there, and of course, all that I did yesterday, I forgot it, so it's rotten now. Cool. Silly go. I think that it's the same story with all the food and stuff like that. I was too much tired yesterday to remember everything that I did to take care about it all. It's what you need to do in that game. You need to do sometimes things all over again because you forgot the meat into the fire and didn't remember to store it away. Excuse me. Like you can hear, my voice is still a bit low, and my throat just get quite dry there. I took a drink to be able to talk further instead of coughing. So yeah. 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 Okay, let's see if our arrows actually work. It's not good to take an acro of something and then realize that your weapon doesn't want to function. Okay. One of you, please come here. Okay, I think some few of them actually want to do. Crouch on that, and then I will start stuffing them with arrows. I intend to collect some of a bit of their meat and see, now it stopped to work, their bow, and now it works again. I don't know why it seems like there is some kind of what you call it, a blank shot, like there was like a gun malfunctioned. It's almost like it's working on some kind of a gun script that doesn't always make a shot. And that one is going away, of course. I will let it alive because goes further, and if it dies behind those, I won't be able to harvest it. I wonder what that one is now doing. Again, blank shots. It's bizarre. They don't like when they can't reach you. Yeah, that's true. The arrow count would be nice. It would be cool to have a small number on the edge of the bow. I mean, there is enough space on the lower corner there to have an arrow count. Okay, that one is dead. Let's see if we have to deal with something else as well. Yes, he noticed that I came down, so he's still angry about me. But as he can't come up here, the annoying part is that when they come all together, you have to probably lose the one that you killed before, because you have to deal with the others as well. Okay, now quickly to harvest the one that I killed before. Ah, didn't have time. Yep, it despawns really fast. But good, we have one, and that's how we're going to start. So I'm going to simply take the meat that I got now into some place to cook it, and then take the leather inside and get myself free of the weight. And go to find another one and kill that, and then basically do it all over again until I got a nice pile of the hides to turn into leather, so that I can get some more tar. So basically, as you can see, I already tried to cook something here yesterday, and it most definitely has rotten, so put that in there. We have some extra still left after that, and then fill it with meat for the rest. Turn that on, and throw in again some into that as well. That's fine, like that. I don't think I will be needing the bones at the moment, so I will drop those. Come on, let me drop you. Drop, and maybe also the heads. I have a lot of mammoth heads already, so I don't really need those at the moment. I don't have even those things learned to make the trophies. Just haven't gotten to the point of decorating yet, so I didn't think it's necessary. Let's see, do I have something that I can stuff in there, or do I stick it somewhere else? Oh yes, I will take the rotten meat into the press that I happen to have in here. it's good places. I need to have some few of them here and there to be able to deal with the rotten meat, because you always have some somewhere. And it's actually very heavy. Yep. It's better to make the coffee for the mother-in-law, yes. She might just die of thirst. Okay, see you later. I will, think I will need a drink myself too. That's killing the mammoth seemed to have been a hard work. Is there any meat more in there already? Oh yes, 4. I will stuff that on top of my pile, and that way I will have a few more on me to eat. That's actually the more important part right now, to remember to have enough food for myself, because I will be doing a lot today. I'm not sure that I will remember again to put the meat away, unless somebody reminds me. But other than that, I am pretty much fine. I will have to figure out how it is with these boxes. I have some water skins in this. Those must be the extras that I made. So I could basically take all that is in there and put it in another box. Yes, I think I will do that. And then use this today for the anything that can be turned into leathers and tar, to then later on be able to take a lot of that elsewhere. So what's in this box? Yes, miscellaneous stuff, also furs and hides that I will gladly put to the another box over there. So yeah, let's just move some of that away. I will put also the bit of extra materials I have there, like black ice and saved wood aside there. I will have to ask my friend Shai how to make the Psychos rum, because apparently that can heat you up in the north, and I would like to know how to make that drink. There is somewhere a receipt for that, I know that, and therefore I would have to find it, and that's the thing that I don't know. Okay, I will put 1 aloe extra on the hot bar, and now I will change the place of the furs that I found another box and stuff them in here. I think that I had that one is full of ironstone. Yes, there's some more of the hides and furs in this box as well. And that's what I'm after right now, this stuff, to take it to the tannery. I already took all of them that I had before in there and turned it into tar, so I've been working real hard to try to sort out the storage space in that big ugly building as well. There we have an aggravated mammoth. He is one of those that I already shot. They usually get that way when you've outgrown them before and they don't get to do damage to you. Either you just ran past them or... see, he's a bit annoyed. You coming, or you just making a lot of noise? Yep, up the hill, and then let's make him into some furs and hides and meat as well. Yes, I know you want to come up here, but you can't. I didn't allow you to do that. Now, what your friend is intending to do? He wants to come here too? Yeah, you're staring at me and you don't know what to do. It's a hill. I climbed up. And you can't do that. Again, these empty shots? This is stupid. Come on. What on earth that game thinks that a bow would have blank shots? That's not possible. It just is not possible. Let's see if we could kill the other one as well, because he's already there. And I can get back on top of the hill. Yep. Now, all I need to do is to climb up, because he can't follow me. He can try, but he won't be able to do that. Whoa, he is close to be doing that. Oh my god, he actually did it. Yes, that teach me something, not to show the elephants where to climb. Well, mammoths. Yep. Yes, you can draw your tusks all over the place. And you know, that's what I would like to be able to get in this game. I would like to be able to get the tusks and to make some stuff from a mammoth bone, well, ivory. It's ivory as elephant bones too. To make some crafts, use it for crafting some things, and to use the bones themselves as decorations and stuff like that. That's what I would like them to have in this game for decorational stuff. I mean, after all, it used to be extremely valuable material that was pretty much in demand by those who were rich enough to pay for it in the ancient times. So I believe that ivory of the elephant and the mammoth up here in north, it should exist, and it should have a use. I made a suggestion to the developer stream earlier. They had one just recently, and I just suggested that they should have trees that you can't actually destroy to harvest, that you could have in your inventory to place around for added decorative purposes around your base. And the dude who was keeping the stream there, I think he's some kind of public relationship manager or something like that for the Funcom, who is the creator of the game. He seemed to be interested about that idea, so he said something about mentioning it to the developer team, and if they do that, it will be cool, because then we will be able to replant some of the trees that vanished from around our base to make things look nice again. The thing is that when we place a foundation block, it will have certain radius, the default radius, and then depending on the server, if it has been set larger or smaller, the radius will basically clean off everything. It will remove mob spawns that are close. It will remove rock and iron and coal, any kind of resource spawns that includes trees. And it will also so in effect it's not just to stop somebody building against your wall, to have a certain radius of claim. This is, I think, is a very good example of the radius on this server. Right here we have the foundations beneath the walls for my temporary storage, and there we have a mineable rock in front of us against the cliffs. And as you can see, this is about also the distance of my claim then. So this is how far from anything that I've built the land is considered as mine, and you can't put anything on it if you're playing on the same server. So basically that's what it is for, but at the same time it also affects your mob and your resource spawns. And that means that if you like the group of trees or wanted to have your a few nodes of iron or coal that you found near, and you happen to build too close to them, those will vanish too. They won't respawn. And once the server gets up to speed of where you are and what you're building, it will erase the trees and rocks or anything that you wanted to keep as a decorative function to your place and was willing not to mine yourself out. Unfortunately, you can't just do like that to think that it will stay there, because it certainly will not. Now, I have a ton of meat on me. I really mean a ton of meat. Because apparently those two mammoths were very fat. And now I will have to figure out what to do with that. I do have a small cook here. This is my first cooks whom I left here to have a bit of fast cooking ability, but he's not a high level. I think that I will start from here, so I will attempt to make a bit of more of dried meat. Dried meat is always good to have on you, and if you store it into a cabinet, it will of course keep a bit longer. I will have to get some more bark for those, apparently. I think I had a little bit of bark on me just a moment ago. And I certainly have some more somewhere. That's wood. Ah, there's some more hides here too. I will move that into the box that I'm collecting them into. I thought I collected all of that already, but apparently I didn't. I will keep one stack of fur in somewhere else, like here, just in case, because I do happen to use the fur armor, and that needs to be fixed sometimes. Although the exceptional one that I use, I do need to take it to the actual creator of the... Yeah, can't put anything in there, so I have to take that out. Well, that should ease it up a bit, the need of fuel, and the same thing here. Just throw in some fuel and throw in some meat. I will put that in there too because I don't really have space in my inventory to have something else going on at the same time. At least I like my inventory to be relatively free of multitude of materials and stuff around, hanging around. It wanted to collect itself back into my inventory, but that's not going to work out. Okay, there we go. So all of that will turn into dried meat, and if I do remember, I will take it inside and put it into the cabinet, and that is something that will actually keep for a while in the cabinet, so it's good. And there we go, a bit more fur as well. The fur makes the regular hide and like the regular leather, like the regular hides do as well. And the thick hide, you could turn it. I could turn it into regular ones, but as there is a lot of fur. Welcome back, Reto. Welcome back. So I don't much use that. There shouldn't be any reason for me to be walking. Oh yes, there wasn't. Huh? Need to repair my bow. Apparently I will have to make a silk run at the moment, in some moment too. I do still have some of it, but let's see, do I have... Yes, I should have... What? Darn rabbit! Yep. You coming? Okay. Yes, this way. Well, now you're wondering what to do next. Yeah, I can see your eyes shine. Come on. You scared? Just want to die like that? Come on. Aha, you have a problem, don't you? You can't come in. Yeah, you don't understand why you can't come in, can you? Yep. The crenullas are quite good. The crenellated wall pieces to stop animals from arriving into the safe zone. Let's go after him because he decided to go elsewhere. Yeah, they always try to run away when they start to lose their HP. Yep. Now we will harvest him as well. There we go. Let's see what we got. He didn't have much hide, but he certainly was a fat one. I just wonder, how is it possible to have such much meat inside one of them when you get that little bit of hide out of it? I mean, how did that hide stretch over it? Okay. Let's see if we have... Yes, we have enough space there, but I will have to get 3 stacks of... Well, at least 2 stacks of bark to cook that. And so I will first put away for the furs and the hides, which weren't very plentiful at this time. Uppla. No space? Is there any other? Oh, that's full. Almost. Arc. Means that I will have to take all this junk and stuff it in there, I suppose. Stone spike, climbing gloves, exceptional, that's what is mine. And then check out the rest of the stuff as well. Extra potions, trophy heads, and again, utterly full. This one isn't. I'll stuff more of that stuff in here then. Heads and more heads, and is there anything extra in there at the moment? Not really, but this time I will have to start stuffing this one for the hides that I am collecting at the moment. Hello, Ahmad. How are you doing? I seen you on my stream before, I think. Ah yes, I forgot the bark for that last one. You're welcome again to the stream. How come there is some meat in there? Odd. Could use the arrows. Let's see. The bark for the cooking the meat, well, smoking it basically, smoke drying it, I think that's what it's doing with it, I believe. So here we go. And then I will have to take rest of the meat elsewhere. I'm getting a lot of meat. Because I'm collecting a lot of materials to get my fort finished. I don't have those spiky crenellated pieces for everything. And that's my fort, and that small building over there in the front of the facade of the fort is actually just a storage. It's a temporary building. So I want to finish my fort, and I need the spiky pieces to go on the edges because they prevent people from climbing up, and so I need that. Besides, they will look nice, a bit of decorative pieces as is. So I need those, and I need the materials for that. And one of the materials that is needed is steel reinforcements. And steel reinforcements, you need the tar to have the steel fire. It's an ingredient to make steel. Yes, and my fort is quite large. This is just one side of it that you see there. So right now I'm going into the Tower of Pain. This is the place where I took all the thralls when I was doing the thrall runs. There is three thrall wheels right on top of each other, and there I have a fluid press which will handle the rotten meat, and I have a cook here too, so I think I will put him in work to. Yeah, I know, Reto. You can kill a lag here if your computer can't handle it. That's true. But it's not as large as the last place that I had, and you know that too, Reto. That place was worst, wasn't it? It's because I love to build, so I make a lot of this kind of stuff. I'm collecting the hides at the moment, like I said, for the tar, because you get the tar out of the tannery when you work it. Yeah. That's why I decided to build a bit smaller than I did before, and less with the actual floor pieces, as in the foundation blocks, because I do know a little bit about the way they function. When you have a scripted block for something like claiming the land, it will cause a bit more lag than a block that is just script for building, because it means that that foundation block has two type of at least two type of functions in it, and when you have a lot of them, you have each and every one of those blocks communicating at the same time, which does in my opinion cause some bit of lag. And other thing that can cause lag is thralls, because they are basically entities, just like your own character. So one way to, I suppose I will put the meat in the box there for now, and I will put that extra meat that I have on me, so that I will have at least some in storage into this. Throw that meat on there and this here, and I suppose I will throw this up. I have another one of those fluid presses up here, and that will start to turn into ichor. Ichor is also needed for making the crenellated, the spiky pieces of the wall. It's used in making the hardened bricks, which are the level 3 materials for that. uh, Thank you. Well, I find that it's nice that somebody comes to watch my stream, so thank you. Um, this is a oh, come on. Thank you. Yes. So this is a full view to the fort. There is a supply tower behind the center, the watchtower, and it's still missing something. It needs more of the flags around, and like I said, those spiky pieces. Yeah, and maybe a little bit of depth on the front parts, maybe a bit like I did with the Tower of Pain right here. I mean this part with the pillars up and the supports for the pillars. I think that I will put a couple of those kind of things around that fort as well, because it just will create more visual function, and I will have to create some kind of nice front yard when I get rid of this. But now let's go to find a mammoth more. I think there's still some few around before they need to rest back. Or they probably already started to rest back because I can see two. So let's shoot at that into his butt and see if he changes his idea about where to go. Yep. Okay. You coming? Okay, good. Now you're thinking, is it smart to come to follow me? Yeah, you are a smart one, aren't you? Come on. I'm right here, I'm shooting at you. What do you wait? Thank you, Ahmad. Seems like he has decided to come. You can't reach me. Welcome to my mammoth trap. It's not possible for you to come in. Oh my god. That's epic. He just died. Oh my god. Look at that, how he looks like. Whoa. You think you're going to attack me? Oh my god. Come on. Get hit by a goat and not even one single hit by the mammoth. Why I am taking damage? That's bizarre. I will have to check out if I manage to get the once that stops to rise. I think it stopped to rise. Do I have a problem? Oh yes, I do. Okay, I'm suffering from a bug with my HP going slowly down. And there is just one solution to that, and that is to basically clear your inventory and your stuff away from you and remove your bracelet and then go back on with it, or to restart. And I believe that as I am midstream right now, I will do the yeah, the mammoth. It's even larger than the elephant, I believe. Okay, let's go in, and we have to dump all that I have on me, including the stuff I took just a moment ago, into some boxes. And to get give all, and the same thing there, give all, and take all of the stuff that I have on me off, to do the same. You know, I could glitch out when I do this, so that's why I am putting my stuff away, to keep it in safety. Because I'm experiencing a bug that is slowly taking down my HP right now. I will show you guys again. Let's go here, and if you take a look on the HP health counter here, it's slowly taking it down. There is no poisoning, there is nobody attacking me at the moment. My HP is going down. So I will have to actually do something that I don't recommend in real life at all, but I will have to remove the bracelet because it will kill me. And there we go. And then I will have to wait for a moment to hopefully respawn back on my bed. Ah, I did, which is cool. And for a moment I will look like a dude, which is not cool. But that's gone. And now I bound myself back into the bed to make sure that I am going to respawn there if I die. And now I will put everything back. I will check out that my HP is not going down at the moment. No, it is not, so that's fine. But the only way to assure that you will not lose your gears is by putting everything that you have on you away and into safety. And that's why you always have to have a couple of empty cabinets or boxes to make sure that you will have that space to do the quick removal of stuff from your inventory. Okay, what else is there that I needed to have on my hotbar? Some of the potions. Ah, there we go. Well, now everything is fixed and we can go on with our... Ouch. That hurt a bit to jump down just like that. But as it seems that I am not losing my HP right now, I still check it. No, it's going upwards, it's not going down, and that's what it's supposed to be doing. After taking damage, so all fine there. And let's go to take care about that excessive amount of stuff in my inventory right now, so that I can move. Okay, that's where the fur will go. And a couple of hides. Yeah, it's always like that. The mammoth that doesn't have a lot of hides will have a ton of meat, and the other way around. And it does really make no sense if you think about it, because if you think that something is big and fat, it's supposed to also have a lot of skin, hide around it to be able to handle the largeness. But apparently in this world it is quite the opposite. Now let's see what we have here now. As you can see, already quite a bit of dried meat, which is a very good source for food, because it will stay a bit longer in your food cabinet, and that is always good. There we go. I wonder if that one already has made some. Yeah, it certainly did. A ton of food. Yes, it's very large amount of meat because I've been killing the mammoths to get the hides and furs and stuff like that for my tannery to make some tar. Okay, that one doesn't have any more space, so that's fine. That food cabinet is full now. Okay, we will take a drink and a piece of meat, and then we will go to find a mammoth more. And after that, I think I will take all the hides and stuff to the tannery to go on with the. Yes. Okay. A few arrows on his butt. I'm certain that he will start to follow me. Let's go. I believe I will. You stopped? Come on now. Up the hill. Up the hill. There we go. It's better to stand on that piece of rock, in fact, because he can't reach me here. Oh my god, from buck to another. Right now my bow shoots wherever, even though I am aiming towards the mammoth. It shoots at the mammoth, yes, the arrow goes into the mammoth, but the animation is dislocated. So we have another issue again. Oh well, this one would be the one kind to take and be fixed with restart of the game, or maybe doing the same than I did before. Although I am not very happy to have to do that again. Okay. I suppose I will have to do. Okay. There we go. And that's more of mammoth meat and stuff again. Yep. I do like to take the leathers and hides from the mammoth because it's much easier to hunt down a big game and to get some significant amount of that than to run all around. Yes, I do benefit from the meat even if it's ruined. That's why I keep it, because it can be put into fluid press and to make ichor, which is used in mixed together with twines to create hardened bricks, and that's level 3 material. So there is nothing wrong with letting the meat spoil, so it's not necessarily to have to cook it. It's just something that I prefer to do, to have something in my cabinet to start at any time when I log into the game. I like to be able to have a bit of food already there, so that I'm not starving the moment when I come in. Yeah, there we go. And let's throw in the meat again. Sometimes I cook more than I remember to put into the storage, and it will then turn ruined, but I don't really ever feel bad about forgetting it, because I can always hunt a bit more and get the food like that, and then use the rotten meat for the ichor. I have a lot of stuff in there. Is there anything? What was it that I had to do now? With the bones away and the meat away. I suppose that cabinet can handle a little bit of meat. That iron bars, yes. I always keep a little bit of materials in here and there. This is what I need for the level 3 materials, steel reinforcements, and that's what you use the tar for, to make steel fire together with brimstone, and then from brimstone and tar you get the steel fire, and the steel fire in the furnace will of course turn iron into steel. And again some mammoth heads. So now I will remove the stuff from my inventory, and I will go to see if I can't fix my issue about being able to shoot the right direction, as in the animation being again linked to the right function. I won't look out to do that. I will do the same that I did just before. So I will have to go back in and put my stuff away and try to fix that issue as well. I suppose it's good to do that on the stream to show people how to fix these issues that you might have. And give all, dump away also my stuff like this, and my armor to fix again a bug. This time it is not losing the HP, it is another type of issue, and that is related to camera location and your animations. So basically it's like having a dislocated camera which does not or the animation does not follow. I don't know which one it is, but it is like to have a dislocated camera, and you will either look inside your body when you're trying to aim downwards when you are crouching, or your bow is pointing somewhere else than the actual aiming target, and that is not supposed to be like that. So therefore we will do the remove bracelet trick again, and we will see if that fixes our issue. Okay, respawned back, and now I will have to see if it fixed it. Spawn spot updated. Did it actually? No, it doesn't show the bound part. Okay, we will check out that in a moment, if it's fixed or not. So let's put the bow on the hotbar, and we will take an arrow and we will look up and down. It doesn't move. We will crouch and we will aim down. No, see, you can it makes you look inside your character, and that is a bug. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be looking between your knees down when you're trying to aim down, so the animation doesn't follow your camera movements. Okay, let's see. My bow pointed towards the wall there, and my aiming circle was down, and the arrow is on the floor. So it didn't fix that. So I will try to do on my stream. I hope it will work, but if it's cut, I will bump up another piece of stream after this. If it cuts the stream now, but I will have to try to fix this issue because it prevents me from aiming better while I use my bow. So Now I will turn off the game for a moment, and I hope it will not cut my stream. I will return quite soon back. So now we will make a exit to mine menu like this, and I will log back in, and I will hope that it will fix it. Back into the game. Okay. There we go. It will take a little bit while time before it. Ah, and it came back. Okay. I wonder if this will work. I hope you're still there. And I hope it didn't cause any issues for you to have a shortcut in the stream. I will check it myself once I get back into the game, but right now it's making me wait until it's prepared my character. And that does take a little bit of time for the game to do that. Sometimes it takes quite a bit of time because the server that I play on is in US and I myself am in Europe. I'm a European, and the owner of the server is American, and therefore... Okay, there we go. Up! Now I am inside my own mouth. How funny. Let's go out into the view of the vanity view and do the bounding to the bed again. Now it's bound me to the bed nicely. We will see just in a moment if that bow works, but right now I will have to check myself the YouTube to know myself that everything is functioning as it's supposed to be. So let's go back to the YouTube and see how things are going on in here. Okay, it says that it's waiting for me. I will say something. Hello, I am restarting the stream and seeing if all functions better. Yes, I can hear you, so Ahmad, very much thank you. That is what I said in that, and we will see if I can get myself back into the game. It seems like that. So we are back. That's good. That's good. So now I can get my gears back in, and we will up. Let's first check the bow, won't we? Works it? Does it work now? But I need a... It won't work without any arrows now, will it? Okay. So now the animation follows my targeting. Yeah, at least it does so here. So let's crouch and scroll back down. And this is how it's supposed to look like. When you look, you're supposed to see your knee in the corner, and you can aim down between your legs to be able to shoot something that is below. You can't shoot something down when you don't when you are looking inside your own body. So at least it functions now. Yeah. So that's fixed now. Yeah, it prevents you from seeing what you're doing if you can't aim downwards, and it's very useful ability to do to shoot down because you are basically you can then climb up on a cliff or something away from the aggressive mobs and peacefully kill them away instead of going down to take to volunteer yourself for taking damage and such things. Yep, that's a successful method to get rid of that bug. It certainly needed me to log out and restart the game. Yes. I quite suspected that I would have to do that, as I have had to do that before, but in a way it's always risky while you're streaming to log out from a game, because it's not necessarily certain that it will restart the stream as well. So oops, I have to go to now to get all that I hunted, all the hides from inside. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. See, this box is full. And this box has a little bit in it as well. And I'm going to take all of that into my tannery to be processed into hides, and the process will also produce some of my that's from yesterday, not now. I needed to make a break to get some coffee yesterday during my stream, and I figured out that the best way to tell anybody who might come to watch the stream that I'm on a tiny little break to make my own coffee. I figured to use the signs in the game to send the message. Yeah. I know that people who have been doing this longer time, they have screens to put in between to say that they are on the break, and they have all kind of starter videos and all that, but I'm just doing like that. I start a stream when I feel like it, just jump in and I start to do and enjoy myself to do this. It's a bit well, it's a hobby, so why not? Why not to take it a bit more easy than to consider it like a job? I mean, I'm not doing this for work, by no means. No, not at all. This is for fun. Yeah. I started my channel on YouTube while I was playing more of World of Tanks, which is my favorite game, I have to say that. And why is it my favorite game? Probably because of the challenge, and also because it's not as personal between the other players and I myself, because it's kind of PvP, and I'm not very used to doing PvP, although the server that this is on is a PvP server. However, our community is very peaceful, in fact, and there isn't much of that around us, so Utopar. I wonder what's that, Utopar. Yeah. Well, anyways, I suppose it's a game? Ah, you see. I see. Okay. Yeah. I like to do this kind of thing, and I was surprised that I enjoyed as much about streaming. Maybe even more than just doing videos. Although I can't do that type of thing all the time. So that's why doing a stream is actually more easy for me than starting to do a video. When you start to make a video, you will have to have all the materials that you need for it, and it will take you likely all day to edit it when you are not, some professional with all kinds of professional uh, software at your hands, but you have to kind of work more to get what you want, while you have just the regular type of uh, things to work with. There we go. Okay, that's almost all of it. These cabinets will hold all of my leather. The regular leather on this side, and the thick leather hide on this side. There we go. Ah, it's taking it all in when I wanted to put it all out. How funny. Okay, there we go. And now we will see about the fuel. For this, the tannery does the same bit as the okay, that one is fine with the fuel. How about this one? Fine as well. Yep. Let's see about that. That could use a bit more. There we go. And this one, fine about the fuel, so I can put rest of the bark back into the cabinets. There we go. All away. Yeah, and now I don't have anything extra on me. I will go to check out now my bricks. I have made some few bricks again. I already started to make some of the hardened ones, as you can see. This is the material that I need the ichor for, which is well, it's made into stone consolidant at the alchemist's station, and then the stone consolidant, which is ichor and twine, is used for turning regular bricks into hardened bricks in the furnace. And these are the regular bricks. And I've been crafting a lot of them. More. I'm trying to get as many of the bricks as possible, because I will be needing a lot of that particular material to make the hardened ones. So basically, I suppose we could go next to collect some rock to turn on the furnaces again and make some more of that. I certainly will need it. You know, the reason why my base is large like this is because I like to help, and my well, for example, for my clanmates to be able to create something fast is one aspect of it, and also the second aspect is that we have a lot of people on this server, and I find it quite funny to ah okay. I see. Yeah, I was saying that I like to help people, and we have a lot of people on this server, and I find it utterly funny to take something as a gift to them and quietly sneak away, and then watch when they are streaming or when they make videos and they realize that somebody put something into their place as a gift. The reactions, I find it funny. I find it rewarding to do that. It's nice, and so I've been doing that a little bit now and then. I'm going to get some stone, and I think I will start with coal though, because you know you can't run the furnaces without any fuel. So let's go ahead and start with gathering the coal nodes that I know that are around before we even touch any stone. There is some coal right here. Of course it will make me walk when I do this, so quite soon, so it will be a bit slow doing, but nonetheless, as it's going to be needed anyway, so let's take the coals out as well. Oh, that's a lot of rock, that one. There we go. Ah, we have a goat here, and I think he doesn't like me. Bye-bye. Another one as well. Oh well, I'm still making the get some fur out of those. I'm still making the tar, so let's take their stuff as well. And should I start already to collect the iron from here? I have iron more close to my base than this, but I think I will just head out towards the coal and collect the rest of the stuff closer to the base. Maybe because it's faster like that to get some into the furnaces. If I collect all that is there, I won't have the space to put it. So there is over there in the mid screen right next to my head, there is 2 coal nodes more, but it is a bit of way to walk. But this does give us a little moment to appreciate the view. As you can see, the game is actually very beautiful, especially up here in north. South is more of sand and dunes and mountains, rocks. It's very yellow. It's basically a desert. So the northern part of the map is green, and I like that. Although it is less green in higher areas, there is snow-covered areas like the mountains over there, and there is also a bit more brownish type of forest. and that's because it's more darker type of environment in general. Excuse me, I will take a little drink myself right now. I'm feeling my throat's turning a bit dry. So just a second. Yes, one does need to have a little glass of something to drink aside when one is streaming, because when you talk a lot and do in a long while, it's certainly is making you quite dry of the mouth. Here we go. That is the coal node that I was after. And then the other one up there. This is the fuel that is very much needed. Bark is used for certain things, for handling the hides and for cooking the dried meat or drying stuff in general. The things that you can put into a dryer, well, for example, fish. You can make dried fish. You can also dry wood aside of the meat too. Yes, and there is another view towards my base. And down here we have again a couple of coal nodes that I will take with me. The tool that I am using is Black Ice Pick, and it's a special tool. You can only get it from the Ice Temple, which is at the territory of the ice giants. Frost giants, I think that's the word for them. Yes, they are basically what big orc-like creatures with blue skin, pale blue skin, and they're very slow, but they do hurt if they manage to hit you. And this type of weapon or the tool that you can get the craft in the furnace of the, well, at the smiths of the frost giants, you will need the receipts for those, and you get them from the behind of the throne at the throne room of the frost giants. So you have to kill the king of the frost giants to go there. I've done that, and I've got myself these tools and weapons to use. They are more useful for actual collecting stuff and for against animals than NPCs. I think that the sword right here is probably the highest damage sword that there is in the game, but it cannot actually give you any nice effect against armors, so it's more of a tool against the mobs. And as I'm not needing to much fight close quarters to anything that wears an armor, at least I refuse not to go for very much close to their face, if I can choose so. Okay, this is iron, and I'm picking up all the rocks on the way too. Um, so basically I'm taking all kinds of materials right now into the... to go on with that. Now, let's see. This is my... the closest nodes that I have to my place. Right here, and they will indeed make me quite a bit of ironstone and rocks just from this area. It is just the coal that you need to go around looking for. I named my stream today whether I am the lost queen of the north or a slave, because of all the materials that I have to gather myself. It's funny that they didn't consider to make a slave to go out there and do all the gathering, because I suppose the work is what the thralls are supposed to do. Oh well, it's a joke, but anyways. So my ice pick is getting a little bit worn. I think I do have the materials on me to fix it. I suppose I could do that after breaking these nodes. Let's see if yes, I do have that, and I suppose to have a little bit of shaped wood as well, so I am quite capable of fixing this. There we go. That's what it needs to fix. You have to have the receipts, but you can't craft these items unless you have the receipts. So I have the receipts, and you have to have the materials to fix these, and all it needs is black ice and shaped wood, and in my book that is about the most easiest way to fix something. So I am happy about that. I don't need any hardened steel, I don't need anything like that to fix my gears, and so I go for that weapon and these tools very gladly. Although just earlier I lost quite a few of my swords and picks because of some glitches. Basically dying while you were logging in and losing everything and not being able to find your body. So that's what happened, and so I made a stream and I went to get some more of these tools, and I've posted that on my YouTube channel so there is a stream about replacing some lost items, and there in my Conan playlist, and so that's what I did for to get back all these years that I then lost, and I actually took quite a few to have a bit of reserves so that I don't have to run back there to replace the stuff again if something happens. But it did. Ah, that's a beautiful view now, isn't it? Very nice. Let's jump up the hill. I'm using my supply tower stairs to get into the fort. The supply tower will eventually be a place to take anything that you might have on you that you don't want to keep on you and stuff it into a storage box or cabinet, and then move ahead to do whatever you want to do, because sometimes you don't have the time to organize things. So there needs to be a place that you can do that type of thing fast at. And here we go down inside the double wall of my base, and then down the stairs to the entry towards the actual mason's workstation. So here is where I will leave just the stone that I've collected. I will put it inside each of the furnaces to turn it into bricks. That way I don't have the mixture of things happening on my in my work areas. I like to keep things separated. It bothers me when I have boxes full of mixed type of items, uh, because that makes it some bit slow to find what you're looking for. So one item for one type of, or one or two items for one type of area, and hence I have different compartments in my base, different areas for different functions. And so, for example, in the tannery, one side is for the regular hide and the other side is for the thick hides. And that also goes for the storage of them. So when you get the material for that comes out of bringing in and handling the hides, you get the leather. When you get the leather, I also store that in the same way. So there's always a way to find something fast without wondering in which box it is. And here we go. This work area will eventually handle also glass, to make glass flask and glass. So basically it will be to make stones and the glass here. But right now I'm doing just the stone, because the glass flask is more of a vanity item. To use it, well, of course you can use it in the kitchen. It's actually very useful for making purified water, but otherwise, what you use the glass for is to make the flasks for your colorant to dye your armor. You can change the color of the armor parts, and that's what you need the glass flasks for. So okay, now each of the furnace is working on full load of stone here. So let's go to stuff the furnaces that I have free to handle the iron, and maybe move some of the already made iron bars into the Foral workstations that still have some steel fire, to turn the iron into steel. Yes. So this is my smeltery. and this is where I handle just the iron. As you can see, I already have some bit of iron ready there. I will recharge it with this iron stone that I collected, the blue rocks in the inventory. These, and I will turn it on and it will start making iron to me, about 700 from one load. And here I will take it all again. My character is thirsty. When she coughs, she's thirsty. It's just like me in reality. When I start to cough, it means that I need to drink a bit. Okay, there we go. And there we go. No, I won't put the third one. It just has to work out like that. Okay, so iron stone into this. Yeah, I will need some more smelters for my workstations. Now let's see what else. And again, take it all. I prefer to take it all and rearrange it completely because in my book that is faster to do like that. So what was there to start from? Here. The most logical spot to start filling up. Yeah. And then this one. Take a piece and take it all, put back in the fuel, and then start the stuffing in some iron stone. Turn it on. The same again. Yeah, this is a lot of repetitive work. And if you are feeling even just a little bit tired to start to do this, it can really, make you even more tired. So it's best to do the farming and that type of thing to get your materials when you are feeling very much very well rested and all that. Otherwise, you're just going to be half asleep next to your computer, and that's kind of silly. So, let's go ahead and give him up, not the iron bars. I think sometimes one should concentrate a little bit better. But I was thinking what to say and started to stuff it in with iron bars. Yeah. Okay, this one will have steel fire, so I think that this one will actually be getting the rest of the steel fire that I took out from the other station over there because it was just a bit in one pile. There we go. Now there is 3 piles of steel fire here, and I can now then fill this workstation with iron to turn it into iron bars. I mean steel bars. Getting a little bit mixed up, certainly. Yeah. Well, there is some more of it to work on. I think that I might have a little bit more steel fire still already cooked up, so I think I will go to get some of that now to bring more in here. And we also will go to see if I already have tar to take that into the alchemists to again start creating more of the steel fire. Here is my alchemists, as you can see. and let's see. Yes, as there is a lot of steel fire waiting for me here, I will certainly fill up the fuel like this, and I will fill up it with brimstone as well to be ready to have some of that there. 3 and maybe one more. There we go. Brimstone is something that you do not get from a location close to the anything up here in North. So that's why I did a couple of runs a while ago to bring quite a lot of brimstone at once here to the north. I think I made back with 2 full boxes of brimstone, and what I basically needed to do to get that was to harvest down in the location. I will show it on the map, or more like explain it on the map, because my cursor will actually vanish when I show the map, but here we go. I can see my cursor, but you probably can't. For some reason it doesn't record it for the video. So I'm here. You can see this is my base is built around the small lake here. And if you look, the north is just directly up towards where those white snowy areas are, and the title, the exiled lands. But so what we have here is north to top, and east to the right, and south to the down, and west to the left. So basically southwest from my location there is an area with pale blue lakes, which is kind of I think it's geologically warm water type of area with pillars of brimstone and salt. That's what you get from that area. That's behind the kind of held in with the red mountains. This area of pale blue lakes. So that's where you get the brimstone from. So it's a long way to bring it up where I am at, and the only way to do that is to, in fact, rush towards the there and collect a lot of it in the okay. Now I will go on and move into what was it that I was supposed to do? I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost right now. I have a lot of steel fire on me, so it's to go to actually to the tannery to get the tar that is already done, to fill up the workstations for the thralls in the alchemists to create more steel fire. So here is the tannery, and we will go on and pick up all the tar that we can from these workstations, and we will also fill in the materials that I've collected outside the hides and the furs into the left side of the place. There we go. That's more tar. Yes, it's a lot of work to build a big place like mine. And but I could give it to him. But yes, he's a high level one. I do still have a couple of lower level ones of these particular workers. But this will certainly turn into more tar, and I will take some of the tar from her as well, and this here. So there really isn't any other use for the tar except for the explosives and for the steel fire. And I think that kind of makes tar very valuable. It's a bit like bark. I mean, you need bark to make the tar, so those two are valuable, but you're not short of that type of thing when you are up in north. I mean, the bark and the leather, so that's steel fire. That all is steel fire, but this is tar, and this is what is needed to get the tar done. Okay, let's turn that on and give it an order to make all 703 steel fires. This one, the same deal. Let's find the rest of the tar itself from here and place it into the workstation. Ah, that's quite cool. It was exactly what I needed. And now then 724 steel fires. That should be enough for a moment when it prepares. So now we have the steel fire to stuff into the furnaces that are actually already making some steel. Yes, this is what one basically does. A lot of gathering, a lot of crafting, just to be able to do certain things. And as you can see, he's out of his steel fire, so let's just slam him with quite a few of steel fires. And yeah, he is not has not used as much, so we will give him also some, and there we go. And how about the other furnaces? I think this one is actually empty, so I will use her for creating more of the metal. And here we will have one space more to try to empty a bit of our inventory. And here as well there's two spaces for now, so we just add a couple of stacks of ironstone. It is work, it's pure work to get all the materials one needs for the kind of thing that I intend to make. And this one has been a bit slow, but maybe I can squeeze in a pile a bit. Yeah, there we go. I suppose that one is slow, has been slow too. I can take that out so I can give it at least one stack. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, there should be a bit of space for this. She's working on that. And how about him? Yeah, I suppose I can squeeze in a couple of stacks of iron stone again. And let's see. Is there something else that I could do? Well, I will store away the iron for now because it is in fact extra stuff in my inventory, so I will put it temporarily to this box here. And I think I will do so with the iron stone as well. Yes, we go like that. And there we go. Now, as for the savory flesh, I've been cooking a lot. If you've seen the stream earlier, I have had a lot of meat from the mammoths that I killed, so I'm not short of meat at the moment. And what I will need instead is actually some ichor. And so I am going to just stuff in all the meat that I have on me into the crafting station right here to get some of this ichor. It will eventually spoil, so it will slowly start to make ichor for me. I will have to actually put a few boxes in there and maybe a cabinet next to that to do the... If you notice that, I just got myself 9 rotten meats. And that's because I had that big stack of meat on me, and it all was kind of used, so voila. I will throw that into the press as well. The ichor, after all, is used for stone consolidant, which makes the hardened bricks. And well, as you guys been patient enough to watch me work this far, I suppose I will need to also do the work to get myself working on the actual pieces that I've been talking so much about. The spiked level 3 materials wall pieces called crenelles, and fences that prevent climbing. And this dude here has been working on my ichor and my stone consolidant. As you can see, he has done a lot. So I will take all the stone consolidant that is on me, and I will go to the masonry where I've been crafting those stones, well, the bricks out of those stones. And those bricks are going to be used for making hardened bricks, so this is the circle of crafting, the circle of production. My little, huge, large, whatever you want to call it, the base, my fort, is more like a factory to produce what is needed. You know, to build 3 sections of roof with, of course, some interior sides as well. For this place, I've used somewhere around close to 10,000 resin. So this place has been a ton of harvesting stuff, ton of gathering. And the one who is ready is certainly this dude here. So now we will then give him quite a bit of stone consolidant, and then we will go to get more of the bricks. I will gather what's ready from the ovens, because I will stuff them with the stone that I'm carrying around also. So let's first take the bricks that are already done out of the furnaces, and then if needed, add some few more from the boxes. And he too is ready, of course, because he is and I think that I will have him also working on the on this hardened bricks. So let's give him a bit of more of coal as well, to have that full. And from these I will just take the stones out, well, the bricks. Okay, that's about what I have now then. And then we will start giving first as many bricks as needed for... Okay, so I already need to go into my storage boxes, but as I've been doing this for a while, I do have a bit of materials as you can see. In fact, I have in both of these, and a couple of those are full, so let's take what I need from there, like that. And then I suppose it's time to turn this workstation on. As you can see, it will make me some hardened brick, and it will actually make as many as I have stone consolidants, so it will make 300 at the moment, because this workstation has 300 of it. And it will be the same for this. So we will just fill it up, and I will have to later add some stone consolidant into that to be able to do more. But that would make me 600 bricks, which is not bad. And the rest of the regular bricks I will store in this here, just because I really don't need to have all of that on me. So let's see what's yeah, this is the next part of it. I will leave the stone consolidant that I didn't use yet into his box right here. Yeah, like that. That's good. And that's making the hardened bricks. I already have a few, so maybe I should take those with me and then go look for the other materials around and start doing the actual pieces needed. But now, first the stone away from my inventory. I don't think I will be able to fill all of the furnaces, but that's fine. It's not a reason to go together more of it at the moment. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so next thing to do is, I think I will just dump the bone. I mean, there is some use for the bones too, but I have a lot of it, because when you kill animals you get quite a few of them. I have the ichor on me still, and well, mountain god heads, I don't need those. The ichor I will store it here, although I don't really need the ichor in this space, but this cupboard is certainly for ichor, because I bring to this workstation, to this press, the ichor that is, well, the rotten meat that I get from the kitchen area. So in the kitchen area, I've separated the rotten meat to a different space, and I will use only the tools that I have in kitchen, even though there is two fluid presses there too, for making the drinks and handling anything else. Maybe making oil and stuff like that. But now I am going to put aside the coal that is very heavy on me because I did collect some of that as well. So I'm climbing up here to a special storage. Each of my upla. I'm sorry for the way it looks right now because I have to actually sneak in. Okay, now I'm inside. Good. This is what it looks like beneath my roof of the circular area. There is a lot of storage areas ready to be used, and this particular storage area with the division in the middle is actually prepared for one material only, it being coal. So eventually I will have tons and tons of coal ready to be used on me. I will have a bit of coal left, of course, because that's what you need for your okay, let's go down on the box and jump on the floor, and we will eat a bit and drink a bit, maybe another drink to make it full, and let's head. Okay, first things first. I think it's somewhere in there. Yes, here. I have a lot of hardened brick already done, although that's not as much as I would like to have. I would like to have all the boxes here full of it. But as I don't, I am simply going to go to collect for all the materials that are needed to make the type of reinforced crenellated wall and wood and fences that I want, and this is the old type. So what it needs is hardened brick, shaped wood, and steel reinforcements. And well, that's what I'm going to do. So this is fences, and these are the crenellated woods walls. I'm sorry, that word is very difficult for me. Anyways, I am not a native English speaker, as you can probably hear if you are familiar with accents. I am from Finland, but I don't have that much of a Finnish accent, I do have to say, because not in English, not while speaking English. Other languages, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to learn French. Je parle pas beaucoup français. But I really have to say that I am not good at that. Not at all. I've never studied it in school. And now I have a French husband, so I am supposed to start to learn the language bit by bit. I live in France. I don't really speak enough to carry on a conversation with a French person. So I have this a little bit of trouble to communicate with the local people here. Although my husband is very kind to help, of course, but. So that's one of the oh my god, what happened here? Hello? I used to have a wall here, I mean floor. Uh, okay. I will have to replace those at some point. Although the moment is not quite now. Let's see, which one of them actually has some... or do I have to start making... Okay, no I don't. I still have... some of them still have shaped wood on them. I suspect that not all of them though. So let's see how much I can do with that number of materials, because I want to start with the edge of my my lake, and this is what it's going to be. So we will craft all 22. Well, that's not very much. Let's put the axe aside and have the crenellated walls to appear directly into my hotbar. So I will start using this material here. This is how it will be. For two reasons, mainly because it's decorative and because it will... Oh no, not there. Darn. Yeah, alright. That's funny. Well, let's put that aside for a moment. It will prevent people who might come into the lake, because there is an access into my lake from outside to climb up from the lake, and it will give a ability for the archers to maybe shoot down, because they cannot shoot over the fences. They just will hit the top of the fence most of the time. So you will really need to use the crenellus to make the archers able to shoot over. And so I am going to use the crenellus. Besides, I like the way it has that risen part at the corners. Will create a kind of battlement type of look. So here we go, placing all of this around, and we will see what it is that we run out of first, because we are going to be running out of them right now. But let's go to see on that side what it will look like. That is how it will look like from the edge. And now it no longer allows anybody to climb up from down there, even though it was already quite difficult to do to start with. So I certainly am not out of steel reinforcements. I still have some shaped wood, so it is the hardened brick that actually is used the most in this, and that is what my masonry is working on right now. So let's go to see if we have a couple of more to place some. I will probably quit with the stream after I've done that, because I do feel that it is a kind of a conclusion for all the gathering that I did today, and all the work for the this material, the hardened brick, and the tar for the steel reinforcements, which is what I started with. So I have a little bit more, and I'm going to just do as many more that I can. Okay, there we go. It's crafting them while I am heading out to place more of them. I haven't dared to put any decorative items or anything else much around the pier and around here because these pieces, they need a little bit of space, and it's better to have them placed first to not to have to pick up things to get this done. And that's kind of what I'm exercising all over my place. I prefer to have things finished before going ahead to decorate anything. There we go. It's not much that I got from the materials that already got ready. I didn't even get the full circle around, but I will, as I have been doing a lot of work. But let's jump in to the water and take a look. A bit higher, as you can see. First of all, as you can see, there is a small exit over here. It's possible actually to dive out and in. And now if I were to want to try to get into my area, I would first have to climb here and try to then get to the edge, but it would make me fall down and take a bit of damage because of the fact that there is the climbing preventive granolas now on that part, and it will be all around. So in future, the staircase that we started on and where we are going to end the stream at, right here, is actually going to be the only way to get in. And that's the purpose of it. You won't be able to get into the place without any without any trouble otherwise. So that's how I've planned this, and that's how it's going to be. And now I'm happy to quit with the stream for today. I did another stream yesterday, but I think that one got somehow corrupted. It's not as good as I wanted it to be, so I will replace that one with this. And this is basically what I thought to do already yesterday and to get done, is to show you guys what it is to work and to get this type of base done. It is a lot of work, a lot of gathering, and it certainly bears the question whether I am the lost queen of the north or a slave myself. So I let the answer to you guys, which it is. I don't know, but well, I'm going to be signing out now, and I thank you for watching. It's been a very productive, though quite slow at pace, a stream, because after all, well, it is gathering and crafting, basically, what I've done today. And well, we did get something done too. Part of the fence for the pier is now finished, at the edges with the crenellated wall pieces, both giving some decorative purpose as well as making it possible for the archers to shoot over in case somebody finds their way into my lake. Well, okay, this is Lyriga Geforge signing out, and there will be a sort of countdown from now on because I will have to wait for the delay of the stream. So I will head out from here, and thank you for watching again. It has been pleasure to do this, and I will do again one day soon, but I cannot say it's probably going to be next week or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It depends completely on how I'm feeling. I'm pretty much a casual streamer, and if you can, bear with that, it's cool. But thank you again. Bye bye. Take care. Okay. This. Yes, now I can lock it out because I seem to have it. Yeah, okay. Now it's a good moment to do. It's catched up.
Okay.
There.